beautiful you. Namaste, Satnam, in Lakesh. You are me, I am you. Thank you for being here. Today I want to talk about following your dreams and the work with dreams, especially. But as you know, I'm as a spiritual transpersonal psychoanalysis and medicine man, and the dream work is really important in this life. Um, to fully empower ourselves and to fully be living the life of our dreams, basically, because this soul came here to dream, and a dream that had for you and only for you. And your task and your work is to shed all those illusions of separation, tap into your own authentic blueprint of who you really are, without any other based of you. Who are you? And becoming you and living you and serving through you is your medicine. Yes, you are medicine, but you have to just take everything out that didn't belong to you, and take everything out that just agree upon, so you could fit in a box. That's my work. What I do with not just the psychotherapy accompaniment, but also with the ceremonial service that I do with different medicines such as ayahuasca, pulpalvarius, cambo, cacao, etc. But yeah, how did I end up working with dreams? Well, that's very, very funny, because that also started when I was 12. When I was 12, if you don't know, you just start following me this. I had a suicidal attempt, and my first one. There were 3 episodes, and that only served me for getting know to me. To my soul wanted this for me to as a training to guide people and to walk in the path of like the gatekeeper of death, between death and life, so I could get people to to this transformational process, deep transformational process. So my first initiation was at 12, and uh, after that I started um, a deep psychotherapy process. I already had experiences with psychologists before, but this was my like first deep intentional, like going know myself. After this episode happened, 2 weeks later, I had my first encounter with sacred ceremony, with sweat lodge, with Lakota's medicine circle, and Andinian medicine from Peru. Um, and it was a container called the Dream Workshop, where the holder of space was one of my mentors, that he taught me a lot of transpersonal psychology and the initiates of the beginnings of shamanism. But um, and that was a beautiful container where we all gather and dreams, and we dream and we talk about our dreams, and we do the dream interpretation. So for those that are inquiring about dreams and dreams interpretation, I do that. I help the dream. You can go to Google and type like what's the meaning of this symbol, but that's not gonna give you the whole meaning of your whole dream. The dream is only part of it, only has relevance to the dreamer, and you're the dreamer. And like there's many different symbols and many different ways of approaching to all these symbols. So yeah, it's a nice guide, all these parts of like what it does that mean. But if you don't know how to put that into context to the dream, and how does that relate to the whole dream and the dreamer, I'm your guide to interpret the dream. So um, why is important to follow your dreams? Because I will take you to the fulfillment of your mission and the fulfillment of your purpose in this lifetime. Your life, as I said, your soul dream a life for you, and in order for you to become that dream, you need to take off those things. And how does that work? Well, there's many work to do, because there was a lot of things that they took you took people away from your dream life. In that dream life, your prosperity is, your authentic blueprint of abundance is, because not for everyone is the same thing. Abundance for some people might be having a land and be growing beautiful vegetables, and for other, abundance could mean having thousands of books and selling them and no writing books, and like, and for others like could be the cash. But so what is the authentic blueprint of, of abundance for you? But uh, following your dreams is very important. When I was working in psychiatric institution, and I couldn't work there anymore because I could see that I couldn't do the change. I couldn't make the change that I wanted there because there was a system that was already established and I couldn't do anything. I had to stop, and I said, okay, I could do this all my life. But then, this was back in 2004. But like, it was like, okay, I can do this all my life. And what I want to do? Do I want to do this all my life, being wearing a suit, a white suit, being called a doctor, having my private appointments at night, and doing psychiatric work in the during the day? So like, no, I don't definitely want to do this all my life. I'm really, like, so what do you want to do? And then I just asked, and I wanted to study art before psychology. And the reason I didn't study was because the system, aka my mom, didn't allow me to, because where is gonna be prosperity from? Like, what is gonna do? What do you like with art? Where you gonna go with art? So I said, okay, well, I can put art on my side because I know that art, for doing art, you don't need to study art, you need to create it. So I said, okay, I can keep creating art. I can like say yeah to the system. I can play around. So I studied my second interest was psychology, and that led me to my master. But um, in that point of the psychiatric experience was like, okay, I really always wanted to do and live as an artist. So at that time I already had like a couple of shows. I had sold some like artwork, but I wanted to fully live as an artist. So I quit everything. I quit everything in Mexico City, and I moved to London, not knowing anyone. I just knew a friend, and I just knew like what I wanted to do. And from there, I stayed like a couple of years there, almost a couple of years doing art and being an artist. I had like amazing thrive and manifestation happening in that world, which yeah, like, and my intention to go into London was like to looking for my freedom through art. And then later I had an experience that took me back to ceremonial fashion. Well, I was always in ceremonial fashion, but while I was in London, it's a Western country. They don't have really that ceremonial cultural background. So I had to put it on pause. And then I had to go to certain experiences that I gonna let. I had experience with prison there that took me back to Mexico. Not because I didn't. It was something like about banks and getting money from projects that I worked for, and not being able to cash them because I was not part of the system. So, and then I went back to to Mexico, and I said, okay, what's gonna be your next dream? And my next dream was um, not anymore art, because in prison that's another story. But I wanted to create my own projects. I've been an entrepreneur, and medicine, plant medicines. That was like fully in 2011 that I fully dived into, and that helped me to upgrade my belief system so I could become like an entrepreneur. I had to learn everything from scratch, to make numbers, to make a list, to have like sources, to have my clients, marketing, press, etc. etc. I had to do everything by myself. So yeah, and that just keeps the ball rolling, and keep like asking yourself, what is my dream? What is my dream? What is my dream? Because your dream might change. Your dream one day will be this thing, and your dream one day, and it's fine to change. But also having like the knowing that you're like in this transition of knowing yourself. Does it make sense? So thank you for watching. Thank you for being you, and thank you for doing the work. I'm Rodrigo. I'm here from beautiful Costa Rica, and this beautiful lodge called Orígenes. This is the sweat lodge here. So thank you.